there's two types of people in life: a positive, optimistic person or a negative, pessimistic person. It's easier to be negative. It's easier to just let your mind go to worst case. It actually takes more effort to stay focused on what you have to be thankful for and all the opportunities and things that are in front of you. It is true that some people are just naturally more negative and some people are naturally more positive. But I think the average person has to work to make themselves better and to keep their mind focused on all the good things while acknowledging the bad. And we are in a time where we may be getting ready for a recession. There's some people, there's a age group that have never experienced a recession. If you're above the age of 35, you've been through a recession. The last major recession was in 2006 or 8, which is about 15 years ago. If you're 60 or 70, you've been through a couple of recessions. It's a natural cycle economically in the world. But as things stand today, we're not in a recession, and there's opportunities for jobs. As it stands today, if you're watching this, you have the internet. As it stands today, look at what you did today. Anytime someone starts to tell you about negative things, ask them what they did today, and you will know what type of person you're dealing with. A lot of people create their own suffering. Most suffering is self-induced. Good to see you, Aaron. Good to see you, Mike. Good to see you, Charles. But it's also true that sometimes higher gas prices have historically been the beginning of a recession. It's true that it's only been about 100 years since we've had an industrial revolution. So before we had combustible engines and machinery that needed gasoline, we were pretty much all riding horses with non-mechanical equipment. Shovels, hose, not those type of hose. And we're getting ready for an energy revolution. Some people like to talk about politics. Politics always play a part in life. But no matter who, if you look at the history of the world, there's just a certain cycle of human nature. And I would say, again, focus on what's good. What's good? While you're watching me on the internet, what'd you do today? What are your opportunities? Right now, you could probably DoorDash. Right now, you could probably work any job you want. Right now, you could stop arguing with the people you live with and work on your own life. Right now, you could sell your house. We're in one of the hottest house markets in American history. And I lived through the biggest housing downturn in American history. And for 5 years, I owed more on my house than it was worth. And there's many people not selling. Record low inventory. It'll take a recession for there to be more inventory. Because if the stock market goes down, if jobs start to not be available, people will liquidate some of their hard assets. You need a recession for house prices to go down. You need a recession for gas prices to go down. You need a recession to reset some of the economic conditions. But I want to tell you this. I remember I worked with a guy. And I was young and I was still like a little bit immature. I wasn't really too thrilled with the job we were working. But I was kind of, I showed up. I did what I needed to do. But I wasn't really busting my ass. But this one guy I worked, he was an extremely hard worker. He's a little tough to deal with, but we got along. And he was telling me about a story in his house. He had a contractor come to dig up something. And the contractor was taking too long, so he just grabbed his equipment and he did it himself. And he was a very diligent man. And he said, Sam, let me tell you something. In life, if you're willing to work, you'll always have a job. I think about the recessions I've lived through. And even though there's been times I didn't have the greatest job, there was always an opportunity to have a job. I think about when I got myself in a bad financial situation, it was my own fault, not a politician's fault. I think about a recession. What is a recession? Economic conditions measured by certain metrics are trending down. And asset prices, stock market, house, those values go down. Less job opportunities, and then cycle back. And I thought about that as I got older, and I said, how can I recession-proof my life? There is no 100% anything, but I said, one is I can live below my means and keep a job. If you don't work, your dreams don't work. If you don't work, your dreams don't work. If you get enough money to retire early, don't risk too much money because you'll be working again. Get very upset, even though I love them. I've seen some great people talk about philosophy and talk about how to better, and they risk too much money and they don't even share that part of their life. And they have ability to serve humanity. I want to tell you this. You don't have to work a conforming job. You don't have to work any job. But if you have certain abilities to serve humanity at a certain level, and you don't, and you think about the afterlife, I don't know how you think the afterlife's going to play out good for you. Because if there is a Lord, and you just sat on your hands all your life, I don't understand how he's going to be happy about that, or it, or she. But let's get off that topic. I want to say, how do you recession-proof your life? Well, again, if you don't work, your dreams don't work. If you've built up enough money to retire, if you risk too much money, you'll be back to work. How do you recession-proof your life? You understand a budget? How do you recession-proof your life? You can go to Starbucks because you understand a budget. How do you recession-proof your life? You realize that children, pets, and laziness are the cause of poverty. Then gambling and substance abuse addictions are the cause of poverty. You can never recession-proof your life if you have a drug addiction you're not addressing. If you have a gambling problem you're not addressing, if you're continuing to go back into marriages or relationships and you're not addressing that, whether through prenups or whatever, and you keep having babies and you're not addressing that, you're already a recession waiting to happen. Doesn't matter, and don't tell me what gas prices are doing. Tell me how many kids you have, who do you live with, and what do you do each day? Go Inspirational Nomad. Click that thumbs up. Click that blue join button. We're going to get ready to go to all live comments. I want to tell you, live below your means, keep a job, have a side job, something you're passionate about. Live where you want. There will always be a job in any first world country unless there's a nuclear war. If there's a nuclear war, guys, guess what? Nothing matters. There's some people who wait for a nuclear war because they do nothing. So it's almost a relief. I had a lot of viewers during the pandemic, which I was still out here, still working. There was a lot, they couldn't wait to shut the country down. And I was for shutting it down initially, and then, let's get back to it. But these people, I knew that they're a walking recession. They're a walking depression. Forget the Great Depression. They live in the Great Depression. Their whole life was already shut down. That's why they couldn't wait till society caught up to them. Shame on them. And that's why now they're more depressed than ever, because the country reopened up and they're still shut down. And so now they're hoping for World War III so that they can say they can't do anything because there's a nuclear bomb. See, there's a mindset, which I've been immature. And again, I looked at my life when I was struggling financially. I said, well, I work, so that's not my problem. What is my problem? What's causing my financial recession? I said, one is I'm living above my means, self-induced. I said, two is I'm not organized. I don't have a budget. Dave Ramsey helped me with that. Give him credit. Three is I've said to my time, at times I've risked too much money and haven't mitigated enough risk, self-induced. Four, I bought too much house, even though I'm thankful for my house. And so that's part of my journey here, resizing housing, my thing. There's a time for that. When you're young, you should indulge a little bit. When you're middle-aged, you should check yourself so you can enjoy as you get older. This is my opinion. Are you ready for a recession, or are you a walking recession? Do you realize, are you creating your own recession? If you like this, click that thumbs up. I'm giving you some good information. Now we're going to all live comments, guys. Whatever idea you have, write it down in your phone. When you're ready to go live, you're going to want to talk about anything. But discipline your mind. Go back to the notes that you made for yourself and stay on topic. You have to discipline the mind. You have to structure the creativity. If not, you're going to be talking about endless nothingness. Is there a market for that? There's a market for everything, guys. There's a market for used panties. I told you guys, if you're broke as fuck, go to Walmart, buy you a 12-pack of panties. Go to the dollar store, buy a jar of tuna. Put the tuna, lightly smear it on the panties, and go on OnlyFans or eBay and say, I'm selling, and act like you're a hot girl with a picture of a hot girl in panties and tell them you're selling used panties for $49.99. I'm going to have two new levels of membership. A $99 elitist package and a $999 membership. I changed your effing life. Oh, I can't wait to do. Oh, yes, sir. Let's go, mommy. I see you, Twister. All right, guys. Yisa's in the building, working hard. Yisa, I want to tell you, are you living that made in Manhattan life? I know you like Ben Affleck, and I like J-Lo. You living that J-Lo life? Good to see you. All right, guys, let's go to the live comments. Aaron, great to see you again. Mike, love to you. My man, Charles. Let's go, baby. George, good to hear you. Good to have you, George. Aaron, let's talk about this. My check engine light is on. Code says O2 sensor. I miss my rat-infested house. Stay positive. I've had a check engine light. Well, it actually says service engine. Aaron, does it say service engine or check engine? That's number one. Number two, you can go to AutoZone or Napa Auto Parts and you can get a free diagnostic of the code. You may have already done that, but always know that for anyone that's listening. I've had a service engine light on for over a year because the code is for an emissions sensor or whatever. So for me, it's not, I just deal with it. But Aaron, you've mitigated your risk. Aaron, don't look at your house like your ex. You sold your house for a reason. You left your ex for a reason. Most people go back to their ex at least 3 times. They actually say it takes 8 times to break up with someone. Aaron, in my opinion, I would say you could probably leave that. You'd be fine. I don't know exactly. So, but I would say you'd be fine. I've been fine. And so, Aaron, don't go back to your old house. That's your old life. That's emotions. Discipline your mind. You need a smaller house if you buy a house. You don't need to buy a house for at least a year, in my opinion. Do what you want. And you need to put more time into self-care, less time into worrying. Every time you look at that service engine light, I want you to go to the gym. Every time you look at that service engine light, I want you to go for a walk. Every time you start that car, I want you to remember you ran from that house. That house made you sad. Your kids are grown. You're in a new season. You can change your life. You don't have to sit in an old house with old memories. You're not a destitute woman in a van. You're a college-educated social worker that can only go forward and make more money, have less expenses, and when you are ready to buy another house, it's going to be the right square footage, smaller, and it's going to have no mice. You don't need your ex, and you don't need the house you sold. Forward. Let's go. Click that thumbs up. Yesai, I'm here. Let's go. Alex, my brother was just telling how happy he is with his Tesla. Look, Tesla's a quality machine. I respect Elon Musk as a businessman, and he has some good thoughts. Some things I disagree with him on, but overall, I think he's a value to society. Look, a Tesla costs a minimum $50,000, $60,000. So most people, guys, you're not going to save enough money in gas getting a Tesla or even a Prius Prime. Get a brand new Kia Soul LX edition for $22,000. You're not going to spend $30,000 to $40,000 in gas for the next 10 years. So all my broke people who want to buy an electric vehicle now, even if gas goes up $10 a gallon, you're not saving. You still have to pay for charging. You have an expensive machine. Not yet. We're getting close. But if you're in the market for a new car, Kia Niro plug-in I would recommend, but that's about 30, 40 grand. So, be careful. Shout out to you, Alex. Twister, I love you, brother. Shout out to Texas. Twister from Texas. Yisa from Texas. Twister. Straight purple fire member only emoji. Let's go, brother. Love you, man. Stay positive. I appreciate you, Twister. I don't know how to say this name, so forgive me if I say it wrong. Sarzariza. Yo, best regards from Poland. Be safe. Shout out to Europe. Love, respect, peace, and blessings to you. Shout out to Poland. We love you. We're with you. Shout out to Europe. Thank you. Charles. Hey, Sammy. Have you ever been laid off or unemployed? Yes, I've been laid off. Never been fired. I've been laid off. Mainly when I worked a union construction job. It was normal, and that's why I left. I went to the private sector after I topped out. And then in the private sector, I actually never got laid off, but I did. When we went through the recession of 2006 or 8, they had like pay freezes, and they had like... it was like very hairy if we were all going to get laid off. But remember, guys, if you're a good worker, you may get laid off, but you'll usually be the last, and you're going to find another job. If you're a lazy sloth that causes problems, guys, it's always going to be a struggle for you. Good question. Charles, I clicked that thumbs up. I did too, brother. Reciprocal appreciation. Charles, brother, thank you for being a member. Thank you for your long-time support. Thank you for your videos. Thank you. Let's go. Twister, that's my guy. And I'm grateful for my job. Brother, you're always going to have a job. Why? Because you got a positive attitude. You show up. The only thing that's going to cause the recession is that chick you had sex with a couple weeks ago. And I thought that's why you've been missing. But you're young. You should enjoy life. Don't be a celibate monk, but just be careful. Kids, relationships cause recessions. And pets. You got 2 pets. I thank you, Sam, for encouraging me. You're an awesome person. To move to Starbucks, best decision you made. The environment, the company that you work for matter. When you can't get any job, work anywhere. But then move into better run companies. He was working at Dunkin' Donuts. He went to Starbucks. If Yisa was cleaning hotels for Motel 6, I would tell her to move up to Hilton. Why? She's doing the same job, but she's working for a better corporation. There's more upside, not just in the current job, but she's a very personable person. She can meet someone in management and like Made in Manhattan. That's what happened to J-Lo. Didn't you guys watch Made in Manhattan? Yisa, give me that WhatsApp number. You know what it is. No one's in Texas. No one in Texas is getting you excited. It's dry in Texas. Very dry. Okay. But I want to tell you this, guys. I'm so single. Okay. I want to tell you this. After one date, you get bored. Why? Guys, after one date, you talk about everything. How'd you grow up? How'd I grow up? I already asked Issa how many siblings she's got twice. I mean, how much can you talk about? Okay? It's fucking boring. All right, let's take pause. That's why I gotta. Yeah, let's pause. Yes, I love you. Audrey, pray. I ain't mad at that. I believe in faith. Valen, I wish I had J-Lo's caboose. Valen, I want to tell you, you are beautiful. Damn it, you look good. Okay. I want to tell you, but you know, after the first date, we both be bored as fuck, and you be back feeding those 3 dogs and pandering to the ugly dudes on YouTube. Why? It's just the life we live. Aaron, service engine soon. You're fine. Auto parts at O2 Sensor. You're fine, in my opinion. I literally went there because you mentioned this one. Thank you, Aaron. Worst case scenario, your van is a total shit job. You gotta get rid of it. What do you do next? You can go get a Class B, finance it for 20 years, push everything forward. Fuck it. Or you can go get a hybrid electric plug-in, or you can get a Kia Soul for $20,000 LX. You got very low overhead. Your kids are grown. Your house is sold. Don't risk too much money. Keep working. Don't stress a service engine light on. Why? You got it made, Aaron. Aaron, you're doing damn good. I'm very proud of you. Robert, what's up, brother? Hey, from the UK, shout out to Europe, where fuel prices are insane. Well, brother, I want to tell you this. You got universal health care. You got any food. You're probably going to throw out food tonight, Robert. You're probably going to masturbate to free porn. You got YouTube. They don't got YouTube in Russia no more. McDonald's, Starbucks, everything pulled out of Russia. So what I want to tell you, Robert, I empathize with everyone over there. I know it's a little bit more of a struggle in the UK because you guys are more energy dependent on Russia. Today, America totally got off Russian oil, but Russian oil is only 5% of our oil import. But I want to tell you, you're going to do fine. Shout out to the UK. We're going nuclear and not nuclear war. We're going nuclear reactors. Okay, we're going to make a lot of energy nuclear. We're going hybrid electric. And guys, turn off the lights. I don't understand, guys. I've been living out of my car off the electric grid for 5 years. I got one cell phone, a laptop. What do you guys need all this electric for? I got no air conditioner, no heater. You guys got too much. I love you. Valid, Robert, $3.75 in Texas. Texas is one of America's most oil-producing states in America. We get a lot of our oil also from Mexico. Which Texas is right on the Mexico border. So I would say that gas in Florida on average right now is around $4, $4.25, depending on what parts. Cartoon Mark, fire explosion emoji. Sell. Cartoon Mark, I love you. I love you and I love you. Other than that, I'm going to smile and say, do whatever you want. I ain't going to get too involved. I love you, man. Painted Olin, never a recession if you're prepared. Well, life could get hard. In 1930, when we had the Great Depression, America built infrastructure. They built all the state parks pretty much that are built are from the Great Recession when the government spurred economic growth. And the Golden Gate Bridge, look at the documentaries on this. People would travel underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, wait for people to die so they could take their job. Now, you can't make a lazy sloth get a job. You know, they're sitting there, they at home in their mom house or whatever. They eating all the food they want. They backing up the toilet. They're watching unlimited internet. 2022 is the easiest year of your life. Let's go. I'm going to call you Sierra because I think it's, oh no, she tells me. Oh, Caesar. Caesar? Yeah, Caesar. Okay, Caesar. Thank you, Caesar. Charles. Hey, Cartoon Mark. Love the website. Fire and trophy. All right, click that thumbs up if you haven't. Click that blue join. Hussein, what's up, man? Robert. Euro in Eurozone, $3.75. Oh my God, that's insane. Well, do the euro to American conversion. Because, we're talking American dollars, you're talking a Eurozone. How much is $3.75 US dollars to euros? Oh, not too much difference. 344. So we're pretty close in the currency exchange rate. Yeah, it's just that Texas is an energy producing country, and most of Europe depends on Russia for their oil imports. And America only depends on Russia with 5% of our oil imports. So that's why U.S. cut off Russia, but Europe can't, because there's that dependency. It's understandable. Falls, what's up, man? I know this is subjective, but how much do you think one should have in savings account? Great video. Thank you. Start at 1,000, then get to 10,000. Once you're at 25,000, you're in excellent shape. If you want to go up to 100,000, that's the most. If you're rich as F, obviously you don't want to put more than 250,000, because that's all that's FDIC insured. So short answer, 10,000. Best 25. The most I would say is 100K. So 25K is the real goal, because that'll 25,000 in a savings account will cover most people 6 months to a year's worth of expenses to pay their rent, to pay their food, without not even working or not even getting unemployment checks. But that's not easy to get. Start with 1,000, then get to 10,000. Put a number. Forget about the emergency fund for one. Just say 25,000, 25,000, 25,000. Say it 3 times. You never forget it. Good job. We had a troll. It's a shame. This guy was in here for so long, and then he had a bad attitude. It's a shame, man. I want to tell all my YouTube creators I failed at times because I've allowed negative people to get me upset. You shouldn't let some people get you upset, because some people need to have you be strong so they can understand they're not the only ones going through this. But, long term, just eliminate the negative people and keep showing up. Because remember, the negative people already created their own recession. Why? They have a horrible attitude. They're very not employable, even when times are good. And you don't want to live with them, even if they give you $1 million. And it's just a shame, but stay positive, because most of the positive people want to see a positive, not negative. Oh, CC Moon, nice blue super chat. Love how blunt you are, but I am also compassionate. I also give Biden a hug. I also say love, respect, and empathy. Never rule with an iron fist, but never allow someone to fist you. Never forget it. Yeah, never forget it. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Click that thumbs up. Click that blue join. CC Moon, CC Moon, CC Moon. Thank you. Yeah, everything's approved, guys. Yes. I want to tell you, I thank you, Lord. I thank you, Lord. All right, we're going back to these live comments, guys. Leave a comment. I'm live right now. What do you want? Let's do it. Let's go. If I miss a comment, please type it again. Don't take it out of disrespect. Aaron's laughing good. We love you, Aaron. Aaron, we love you. Thanks, Sam. I needed that laugh. Aaron, you're beautiful. You're compassionate, and you're going into a new season. You're not going back. You're not going back. CC Moon 3 hearts. Sending blessings your way. Everyone in the live chat, type 3 times in the live feed. Thank you, CC Moon. Thank you, CC Moon. Thank you, CC Moon. Why? Until it's done 3 times, no one remembers it. And if you can't tell someone thank you 3 times, you haven't shown enough gratitude. I want to tell you tonight, as I broadcast live from my car, we may be on the verge of a recession, or we may be on the verge of the greatest economic times of our life. Some of it is based on what you did today and what you will do tomorrow. Has nothing to do with nothing else. Be thankful for what you have. How many people are going to throw out food tonight? How many people are living with their ungrateful daughter? How many people have a son that got some girl pregnant, okay, and you know she trapped his ass? How many people watching me tonight know that too much risk, gambling, and substance abuse causes a recession? I pray that everyone can find a place of abundance. Let's stay positive tonight. Oh, we're so positive. Let's go. Very good. Charlie. Hey, Sam. Charlie, we love you, brother. You're so positive, I would hire you. You say, Charlie will tell me, and I'm not saying this is you, Charlie, but I'm just giving an example. Charlie will say, Sam, I've never worked. I don't know anything. And I would say, Charlie, I've seen your recurring pattern of a positive attitude. I'll give you something to do. Now, it may be folding boxes in the back of a pizzeria. I did that. And if you have a positive attitude and you're willing to do that, you'll figure the rest out. You'll never be broke. CC Moon's at it again. Say it. Thank you, CC Moon. Thank you, CC Moon. Thank you, CC Moon. 199. Spread positivity. I want you to spread positivity. Why? Because, guys, the negative people want you to scream and holler. So people leave your live chat. The positive people want you to be positive because they got an ungrateful family member living in the house. They got no one to talk to. So I show up, I take their spot, I make that money. No recession, no recession, no recession. Click that thumbs up, guys. We're on fire tonight. 71 people watching. 72. Let's get to 100. Let's go. Joe Biden getting here. Every night we're on fire. Click that thumbs up. Let's go. Feeling good tonight. CC Moon. If people living above their means, then this inflation must be BS. Well, I've lived above my means. Everyone has a right to not be right. But you have to recognize you're wrong and then try to correct it. And that's okay too. CC Moon, I'm frugal. I rebudget the budget and I make it work. Good job. Can't complain. You're doing very good. Other people have bigger problems. You get gratefulness. Good job, CC Moon. United States has consumer problem. Well, it's true. I've been over-consuming at times. So again, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't think people should be as frugal as me. So I don't want to put myself on a pedestal. But I do think there's a time in life where you have to find a proper balance. Good job. Sophie. Very positive, Sophie. I pray for you every day when you show up. You pray for me, I thank you. Hello, all. Just got in from showing up. Did a good job. Love, prayers, and peace. May the Lord bless you every morning when you wake up and you curse God until you get your Starbucks. I want you to keep the faith, because after I drink my $4 Starbucks, I never gonna be a recession guy. I drink that fucking Starbucks. After I drink that Starbucks, I say, Lord, you are real. Before I drink that Starbucks, I say, Lord, you gotta be kidding me out this shit. Keep showing up. Good job. Melvano, that's our guy. Worked for 20 years, living a great life. Life is surprisingly cheap. Once one is debt-free. I agree with that. Yeah, once you get debt-free, it takes a while. Took me a while. And once you learn to manage your budget and keep showing up, you'll figure the rest out. Excellent comment, Movano. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. CC Moon, emergency fund 6 to 1 months. 10,000 or 25,000 in a savings account. Not a checking account, not a brokerage account, not Robinhood. Savings account. Never touch it. F inflation. Because in this world, you create a recession based on your decisions. Good job. CC Moon, all I can tell you is thank you again. That's my guy, Twister. Let's go. Sam, when I remember what you said a few days ago, and I still laugh my ass off. If you have a kid, just jump into a nuclear reactor because your life is effed up. Well, I'm glad that you take it serious as a young person with no kids. But there's people in here who have kids, they did a great job, and now their kids are grown, and now they're bored. So look, if you have a child already, your life is not over. And when your child is grown up and you don't take care of them, your life may be boring. Self-care is the answer. And for my young people, don't have a child until you are damn sure ready. And if you have a child, don't complain about the world. Because if it ain't a pandemic, it's a world war. If it ain't one thing, it's another. If it ain't a house problem, it's a check engine light problem. And if you can't accept that, don't bring some other kid in this world because they're going to have to accept that. Never forget it. Damn it, click that thumbs up. Click, 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 click. Let's go. CC Moon, thank you again. Robert, free porn. I love your honesty. Robert, I Googled GILF porn today. Annabella Brady, very nice porn today. Good job. Chill Game 83, what's up, brother? About to start my 2-month mountain biking road trip. Going to camp in my car. Best of luck to you. I wish you nothing but success. Aaron, we love you. Thank you, CC 3 times. Aaron, thank you. Aaron, thank you. Aaron, thank you. CC Moon, thank you again. Charlie, laughing. Same Twister. Sam had me laughing away. I want to tell you, what's entertainment? Entertainment is something that gets your mind off your problems, makes you laugh, sometimes informs you, but mainly makes you enjoy life more. There's nothing wrong with entertainment. Now, there has to be an asset allocation. You shouldn't spend all your time being entertained. That's how people open up the strip club and close the strip club. You got to spend some time disciplining yourself. But for an hour a night, I'm the most entertaining thing out there. Good job. Charlie, oh, thank you for your generosity, Sam. You earned it. Charlie, you earned it. Caesar, you were so positive, man. I'm glad to hear and watch you. Caesar, love, respect, and gratitude. Anonymous, I'm here, Sam. Thank you. I was just thinking today, I might just sign a year lease and let this market crash before I buy. Well, one is, if you're in a position to buy and you find a property below your means, buy it. If you're living where you want. If you don't find a property you like, if you're not living where you want, rent. The market may never crash. We may never go in a recession again. Or there may be one next year. Don't base your decision to buy on that. Base your decision to buy if you lived in an area and you want to stay there. Base the decision on it's below your means and it's the right square footage. It's not too big. If you buy on that, it doesn't matter when. You could buy right now, you'd be fine. Because that's what you want. So just remember that. Keep your sanity. Good job. Let me know he goes, then he also said, yes, sending good prayers. Thank you. Your way. Thank you, Anonymous. I'll pray for you as well. Anonymous, let me know if your username, brother. Love and respect. I see your username. Long Beach. From California. Love and respect to Cali. Shout out to the West Coast. Love to you. Long Beach. A new sub. Thank you. Love your videos. I appreciate your comment. Keep up the hard work. Thank you. It definitely will not go unnoticed. Long Beach, thank you, man. Love and respect to California. Guys and girls, I think I read every comment. I thank you for watching. I thank you, all my gracious members. I thank you. CC, I thank you. CC, I thank you. CC, I thank you. My members, I thank you. Charles, Aaron, Crazy Ink. Thank you, Aaron. Pray for your light. Don't worry about that light. Charles Twister. I want to thank you. Charles came in hot at the end. Straight red fire. There's so many I can't count. $1.99 for the best CAD tutorial, the best airplane simulator, the best guy in Tampa that loves his life. He's got a collection of sunglasses. He wind sails. He masturbates. He shows up to work. He lives a great life. Does he have bad days? Of course, he's human. Does he keep the faith and keep at it? You damn right. because he's been supernaturally blessed. In the name of Hulk Hogan, in the name of the Ultimate Warrior, in the name of whatever you believe in, may your beliefs make you a better person. May better people live their full potential in this life, because it'll be over before you know it. And sometimes I feel like it ain't never going to be over, but one day at a time. One day at a time. One day at a time. Thank you, Charles. Alexis, love you, man. Love to you, too. My mom watches you. Love and respect, Alexis, to you and your mother. I truly appreciate you both. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.